talk about push-ups. Probably one of the most common exercises you'll see. Every boot camp program, almost every fitness program, lots of home training programs have push-ups in them, yet very few people do them correctly. So today we're going to break the push-up down, talk about all the different details, and what people can do to make it better. So Tasha is going to show us a push-up. And right away, most people will go to the ground, and yet very few people are actually able to properly do a push-up from the ground. So if we think of a 10-point scale of difficulty, this is already starting at probably level 4 or level 5 for a lot of people. So we're going to do the demonstration from the ground right now, but I'll show you some modifications in a second. So first thing we're going to talk about is hand position. A lot of people, when they do their push-ups, their nose and hands are almost in line, or their neck and hands. So if you had a barbell and you were bringing it down to your face, would that be very efficient? Probably not. Most people are going to bring it down to mid-chest. So we want palm of your hand at mid-chest. So we're just going to move Tasha's hands back to about mid-chest here. So now he's got a straight line right across his body. And if you look from above, we've got a triangle between the palm of his hand and his nose. Okay? From here, that's phase 1. We get the hands in the right position. Phase 2 is going to be shoulders. We want shoulders down away from the ears. A lot of people are pushing like this. And I'll get you try a little thing here. If you bring your shoulder up to your ear, grab your pec muscle and try and fire that muscle, it's not going to fire. As soon as you drop your shoulder, right away it's going to fire, which activates the proper muscles that should be pushing in a push-up. If you're like this, you're never going to get stronger at push-ups because you're working small little muscles and not the prime movers. So right away, set the shoulders in position. That's phase 2. Phase 3 is to get the core set. The core, or abdominal muscles right now, or the main part we're talking about, is going to be the link between the upper and lower body. So this has to be stable. If it's not stable, what's going to happen is you're going to push the upper body up before the legs. So Tasha, if you just push up here, this is a really common push-up thing that happens because the core is not stabilizing. So bring your chest down, set the shoulders again, set the core. Now, when you're doing this properly, your hands are in position, shoulders are set, your chest and your thighs should lift off the ground at the same angle the whole way through. So all the way back down, all the way back up. As people start to fatigue in the core, you'll see butt sticking up in the air a little bit, people shifting back this way, so their nose is starting to come down between their hands again. You get that little peaked position here. So you want to bring hips back down, bring your shoulders back over top of your chest, and then right there. Good. So that's a great push-up. Now, very few people can do push-ups as well as Tasha, so what we're going to do is show you some modifications. Easy one right from here is just bend your knees. So if you bend your knees up like this, now same thing, thighs and chest leave the ground at the same time. Right up, right down, still keeping the shoulder position stable, got a nice straight line down the body. Okay? Some people are still struggling with that from a strength standpoint. That's fine. I'll show you one up here, so Tasha's going to come up. The higher we take the hands off the ground, the easier it's going to be. So right here, and pushing back up. You can go right up against a wall if you want, it's going to be very easy. All we want to do is once we can do, say, 10, 15, 20 in a row with perfect technique, then just start lowering everything down until your hands get closer to the ground. Once you can do them from the toes and get a whole bunch in with great technique, there's tons of ways we can make it more difficult from that, and you can go online and find all kinds of different things. However, doing it right from the beginning, everyone can do a push-up as long as they think of those 3 things: hand position, shoulder position, core position. Pretty simple. So check us out on freshfitness.ca. If you have any more questions, email us, info@freshfitness.ca. Have a great day.